It was a moment that sent shockwaves across the globe. Elon Musk, the billionaire tech mogul, stood before a cheering crowd at Trump's 2025 inauguration rally. He raised his arm, his palm face down. The gesture was unmistakable. It was a salute, but not just any salute. This one carried the weight of history, a history stained with the darkest chapters of humanity. The image flashed across screens worldwide, sparking outrage and disbelief. How could Musk, a man who styled himself as a champion of progress and innovation, engage in such a gesture? A gesture so closely associated with the horrors of Nazi Germany? It was a question that demanded an answer. The salute performed by Musk is not some obscure historical artifact. It is a symbol indelibly etched in our collective memory. The raised arm, the downward-facing palm, these are the hallmarks of the Nazi salute, a gesture used to signify allegiance to Hitler and his hateful ideology. To witness such a gesture in the 21st century, particularly from a figure as influential as Musk, is deeply unsettling. It serves as a chilling reminder of the enduring power of symbols and the ease with which they can be appropriated for nefarious purposes. Musk's salute did not occur in a vacuum. It was accompanied by a speech rife with coded language and dog whistles that further fueled the controversy. He spoke of safe cities and secure borders, phrases often employed by far-right groups to stoke fear and division. His words, coupled with the salute, painted a disturbing picture. Was Musk consciously aligning himself with the far right? Was he signaling his support for their exclusionary and often hateful ideology? The implications were deeply troubling. The reaction to Musk's actions was swift and furious. Social media erupted in a firestorm of condemnation, with many accusing him of normalizing fascism and emboldening white supremacists. Hashtags like #MuskNazi and #BoycottTesla trended worldwide. Musk, for his part, remained defiant. He attempted to downplay the salute, dismissing it as a harmless gesture of solidarity with Trump's supporters. But his denials rang hollow. The damage was done. Musk's salute was not an isolated incident. It was merely the latest in a string of concerning actions that pointed to his growing affinity for the far right. In the weeks leading up to the inauguration, he had hosted Alice Weidel, the leader of the far-right German party Alternative für Deutschland, on his social media platform X. During their conversation, Weidel peddled dangerous and historically inaccurate claims about Hitler and the Nazi Party. Instead of challenging her, Musk appeared receptive to her views, nodding along and offering words of agreement. This cozying up to far-right figures raised serious questions about Musk's judgment and his commitment to democratic values. Section 6. Normalizing the unthinkable, a slippery slope. The normalization of far-right ideology poses a grave threat to democratic societies worldwide. When individuals in positions of power, individuals like Elon Musk, engage with and legitimize these views, it creates a climate of acceptance, a slippery slope that can lead to the erosion of civil liberties and the rise of authoritarianism. We've seen this before throughout history. The rise of fascism in the 20th century was fueled by the complacency of those in power, those who chose to ignore or downplay the warning signs. We cannot afford to make the same mistake again. Section 7. The Trump Factor, a legacy of hate. Trump's presidency, and now his continued presence in the political landscape, has cast a long shadow over American society. His rhetoric, often laced with racism, xenophobia, and misogyny, has emboldened white supremacists and other extremist groups. Trump's own history is replete with associations with white supremacists. He has repeatedly refused to condemn their support, choosing instead to offer vague pronouncements about good people on both sides. This unwillingness to confront hate head-on has had a corrosive effect on American democracy. Section 8. A world on edge. The stakes have never been higher. We live in a world on edge, a world grappling with multiple crises: climate change, economic inequality, political polarization. The rise of far-right extremism is both a symptom and a driver of these crises, exploiting fear and uncertainty to advance its agenda of hate and division. The stakes have never been higher. The future of democracy, indeed the future of our planet, depends on our ability to confront these challenges head-on. We cannot afford to be silent. We cannot afford to be complacent. Section 9. The future we choose, a call to action. The time for hand-wringing is over, the time for action is now. We must hold Elon Musk and others like him accountable for their actions. We must reject their attempts to normalize hate and division. And we must stand up for the values of tolerance, equality, and respect for all. The future is not preordained, it is ours to create. Let us choose a future where hate and bigotry have no place, a future where democracy and justice prevail. Let us choose a future worthy of our children and grandchildren. Let us choose a future that honors the best of humanity.